All right, today we're going to talk about It's True by Kurt Angle with a writing credit to John Harper. I think this is an incredible book. It's a true story. I would say it's the American dream. Kurt Angle was the youngest of six kids from Pittsburgh. Uh, when he was young, he fell in love with sports and competition, and he was a very successful due to his level of training. Kurt, even when he was a young kid, he was training like crazy. I mean, you watch Rocky, you read this book, you get the idea. But Kurt was doing it for real, and it was incredible. Kurt went on to perform in the 1996 Olympics, and he tells the story about his training as well as his childhood and his brothers. It's a really cool book, and we really get to feel for the Engel family. After while he's training for the Olympics, he tells stories of going to Russia to wrestle against some of the best wrestlers in the world in rooms where you could see your breath, and there's like 18 feet of snow outside. I thought that that was a really cool story, and it puts you in the shoes of the backseat of what you see, like because the Olympics, they're going to be a little bit more cushy than the concrete walls and rooms. Now, after his wrestling career, where he did break his neck in the matches leading up to, but he managed to pull the gold on decision, and he explains the entire match, and it's a really cool look into that kind of competition. Um, I, After he performs in the Olympics, he does some advertising, does the rounds with the media, and then he gets the call from Paul E. Dangerously from Extreme Championship Wrestling, or ECW. Now, when he gets the call, he decides, okay, maybe I can give this a shot. I'll go down and see what's going on. Well, at that match, famously, a wrestler named Raven crucified another wrestler named Sandman. Kurt Angle is a very staunch Christian, and he walked right out of the building and said, I don't want anything to do with that. So then he explains that, he putters around for a while, and then the calls stop coming to him. So he reaches out to WWE, and they go, well, we gave you a call, and you said you weren't interested. So now you got to come down and you got to show us what you got. You got to try out. So Kurt goes on and does his tryout for the WWE, where he picks up the art of professional wrestling very quickly. Not too long after that, he made his debut, specifically against The Rock. And I think that this book is a really good look into the entirety because he explains, I was really good at the performance and physical part of it, but it took him, a couple tries to get into doing promos or just, backstage pieces. Which is interesting because looking back at his career, and he does touch on this, Kurt Angle was a very, very comedic wrestler at this point of his career, especially his work with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Um, After that, the book tapers off into his career after winning the first championship and losing it. And it gives you a quick look into the next big star at the time, which was going to be the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Now, it was very interesting because a lot of the times I see things pop up on the internet with discussion on who would win in an actual MMA or wrestling match between Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. At this point in the book, Brock has just entered the company, so Kurt Angle goes, I think I could take him. And this was when Kurt Angle was also thinking about getting into MMA. And in the book, he also wants to go back to the Olympics and try and compete one more time. However, later in life and after the book, his injuries make that not a possibility. So he continues to wrestle. Um, I think this book is incredible. Again, Kurt was very confident. I think that you guys should check it out. It took me a while to track down a copy of this one, actually. It came on my radar really early, but the price tag on Amazon was like $300. And as much as I love you, Kurt, not $300 worth. I want to get this one signed one day. It's truly an inspiring story. I think that you'd like it, especially if you like sports stories like Rocky and things like that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll get back to you later. Bye.